Tell us a bit about it, how it came about, how it works, and
Yeah, yeah.
whether or not it's successful,
But
if
to
you
some
can
extent,
say.
to some extent it is. Well, it was kind of an experiment, but it started to work, uh, and we have some learnings from the past 1.5 years that we've been working on that. Uh, it actually tries to mirror our workshops, so it's impossible to do in-person workshop with thousands of people. So we wanted to engage people uh, in discussion about what's a relevant piece of information and what's bullshit. And we are obviously we cannot tour the whole country and do these workshops in person. So we wanted to mirror these workshops, or to some extent bring them down or scale them down to an algorithm. So we created an algorithm that basically it can't tell you what's true and what's false. Uh, we don't have technology for that. Even the most sophisticated artificial intelligence cannot really tell you now what's true and what's not. And also the definition of truth is fairly complicated. So it's not possible to do that. But what we wanted to try is to guide the audience, the user, to spot like fishy features of certain pieces of information and help them distinguish what might be true or relevant and what's probably not true or relevant by themselves. So Checkbot doesn't tell you this is true or this is false. It will just guide you through the cognitive process that you should make uh, to judge what's true yourself.
So it still lets
So
you do it, and have your own opinion, and do
ex-
things yourself.
exactly. So when you visit him or fire up your conversation in Messenger, he will ask you, "Hi, I'm Checkbot. Can you send me the link that you want to check?" And you will just paste the link to the chat. And what he does first is checking our conspiratory.sk database. So if the article appears on a known disinformation site and warns you, he will not tell you that don't trust this because it's disinformation site. He will just tell you you should be more careful because I found this particular server on our list of disinformation sites. That's the first check. The
Okay.
second check is a picture. So it does a background check of Google image search uh, to see if the same picture wasn't used on other disinformation sites, because they usually manipulate with a picture, not only with words. The third step of the check is he looks for suspicious keywords like liberal fascist or libtard or LGBT pervert or whatever, all these kinds of like loaded words that's usually used by disinformation scenes and it just disinformation scene. So and it will just give you a short report. Okay, I found these fishy words in the article, so you should be maybe more careful. And then it will just guide you through some Q&A. So if you can see author here, if the article is not anonymous, if it's inside fear or hatred, so if it tends to polarize the audience, and you will just answer yes and no, and he will give you. So you have to do your own assessment, because there are some things that you cannot do technologically. You have to ask the user. So we ask the user these kinds of questions, and then it shows you a summary of what's wrong or what's right with the article. So and ask you for another link, or share it with a friend, and sends you a funny GIF. So and that's what it does. But that's only one part of Checkbot. So this is the algorithm. So this is basically he is serving as an algorithm. He's serving in a chat. It's a machine in a chat, but at the same time, it's a Facebook page that is controlled by a human being,
Okay.
and that's another important thing that we do. So we do regular debunking posts
Okay.
and also our social media manager Tomasz is also using Facebook as Checkbot sometimes. So he's also engaging in conversation as Checkbot.
So it sounds like it's the algorithm is quite a learning tool then, really.
Exactly. You can use it just once. You don't need to we don't encourage users to be a slave to the algorithm. We don't want them to like like labor in a way that every single link they find weird sent to the algorithm. It's just fine if they take it once or twice just to learn the thinking, the cognitive process of spotting this information themselves. So we don't want them to use it every single time they find something suspicious. We want them to learn the process to distinguish themselves. So we are totally fine if somebody uses only once or twice, because we believe or hope that they learned how to spot this information themselves. I don't think it's good to encourage people to turn to technology or to algorithms every single time.
Very true.
Because I think we let algorithms to shape our world already too much. So I don't want to solve the problem with creating another one. So it's just a learning process, as you said. It's basically it's trying to have workshop with thousands of people at the same time.